August or something. I've got one of them watches that you have to keep pressing blinking buttons to find out what's happening. Yeah, we're the first week of August, or second week of August now, and I thought I'd give you a quick squidge round the plot. I haven't been giving it the attention it should have, but I have been getting lots of veg. Let's go and have a look. So let's have a walk round then. Oh, the elderberry twig that I stuck in there. Look at that. That's just 1 year's worth of growth. Not bad. I'll be able to make some flue guard out of those elderberries, providing the birds leave them for me. I've still got my horse poo, of course. On my bed, my flower bed, I was getting eaten by slugs, so I'll put 2 pieces of earthen wire. Let's not disturb that spider. See them there, look, and that seems to have done the trick. They don't like crawling over it, and that's all it is. Anyway, they're all going to seed, look. Right, so let's walk on round. Me cherry tree, they were tremendous, but they were also bitter, so next year I'm going to let the birdies eat the cherries. And then my flower beds here, look, they're coming on right. Me cage, or whatever we want to call this, I've got some beetroot growing there, but of course it's for winter use, so I'm not going to bother with anything else. I've let a lettuce go to seed there, just to see what the seeds look like. and the bees like the flowers. So on round we go. Right, there's nothing much going on in me little cosy room, me tea room. Oh, I have planted up some pot plants. There we go. There's a couple, and they're growing all right. They're coming on okay, look. So onwards and round, and hopefully that is what I will get out of them. And then it's go in the greenhouse. Let's go home first and have a quick look at the greenhouse at home. So here we are at home, and a quick look in the greenhouse here. So I've got just peppers. There's what I think is a green, oh no, it's starting to ripen, and I've got a couple of ripe ones there, and then I've got my 2 tomato plants. I always put an Elsa Craig and a Moneymaker together because my dad used to do it, and he reckoned that they cross-pollinated, and you ended up with a nice tasty tomato. There's a different kind of pepper there, and he's ripening nicely, look. So there we go then. Those, they look brilliant, don't they? So I'm well pleased with that. Oh, and then I've got me lettuce in a pot. I've got a couple of those in the kitchen as well. So there we go. Let's go back to the allotment. And there's the 2 in a pot, 2 lettuce in a pot. Dead handy, because it means you can just pick the leaves that you want when you want them. Right, now let's go back to the allotment. Oh, here we are, we're back again. Right, I'm growing on some lettuce in pots. It's quite a good way of doing it, because you can gradually pot them on, of course. So a slightly bigger pot than that they'll be in, and then I can take them home and I can grow them on at home, and then you can pick the lettuce as you want it. Right, in the greenhouse. Oh, do you remember that pepper plant that I brought through the winter? Well, there it is there. It really looks like it's struggling to me. But anyway, I've got a row of radishes there alongside of it. Now then, in here I've got me aloe vera, of course, and another lettuce in a pot. But the peppers are coming on really nicely. Look at that. And look at the size of that pepper. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. So I'm quite pleased with that. That's got to be a whole length of a hand long. There. Anyway, and then there I've got several of those. Then I've got me onions in here drying. There's that's the garlics, and there's the red onions. There's more onions there, there's onions there, and there's onions in that bag. Oh, these are my shallots here. Then the 2 tomato plants, I've been picking these already. So there's a couple there ripe, ready to go. But apart from that, that's it. In the greenhouse, let's go each side. Then I'm still picking a few strawberries, even though creatures managed to get them. I think they're looking for moisture, because not like the rest of the country, the south of England here, we haven't had much rain at all. So let's go on round. Now then, sweet peas have all finished, and I'm just getting the seeds now, so I'm going to collect them seeds ready for next year. And also I've got a lot of these. Oh, I've got some grass growing there, look at that, we don't want that. I've got rather a lot of these marigolds, so I need to sort it all out. I haven't been given the allotment the attention that I ought to, because I've had other obligations. This was Monty Don's idea. He said, pot them up, take the tops out, and look at that, works a treat. I've got some lettuce, I've got some cabbage in here. I did put in a couple of cucumbers. It was only because a friend of ours said, don't worry about cucumbers, I've got plenty. And then he didn't have plenty. So I grew some on. But despite the fact that I've got sand all around that one, it's still been eaten by slugs. And this morning I came in and there were slugs on the other ones as well, despite that sand. So I'm going to have a little bit of a sort out there. Right, and then coming on round, I've got a couple of gherkins growing there, which I will train up the what's his names, and nothing much else going on. Right now I've got a couple of cabbages or sprouts, leeks. They're all coming on okay, but the sand around them and various traps of these work well enough. Bits of guttering. There's a snail there, look, there he is. That can go somewhere else. There's another one there. They just like crawling up plastic. I don't know why. I think it's because it holds moisture. So there's a little scallywag. Now that is going to go somewhere else. And there's another one there, look. So there, throw them into the weed beds. Right, so things are coming on okay. We're starting to get cabbage white now, look. So those are going to go and feed the birds. And I'll put them on the bird table. Maybe they'll feed the birds, maybe they won't. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Broad beans, no, runner beans. Oh, they've been tremendous. This is a stringless variety. I shouldn't have planted so many. Next year I must remember only to sow up about a dozen at the most. I think there's 20 there. And it's a big bush, isn't it? And I've been getting loads of runners. I've been picking them just about that size, and they're gorgeous. And the sweet corn the same. The sweet corn, look at that. We've been eating sweet corn. There's another one there. That one's ready to go. I like to just check if the corn is to the top. There we go. You can just see it. There we go. That'll do me. Right, then I've got here a couple of there we go. There's a double one there. Look, not squash. What am I talking about? They're courgettes, and there's loads on them. But I mistakenly put in a couple of squash plants close by them, and I've been advised that if they cross-pollinate, what you get can be poisonous. Now I don't know if there's anything in that or not, but what I will do now is I will take those two courgette plants out. I'm going to dig them out because it's squash that I really like. Well, I've got a couple of courgette plants elsewhere on the plot, and there's a second row of sweet corn growing there. God, there's so much growth going on everywhere. The melons that I put in, they seem to be struggling. I don't quite understand why. They're not doing very well at all. But the tomatoes are doing very well. I've picked a couple of those and they've been huge. And I've got a Russian black there as well. I did put a cucumber in there. I thought it was far enough away from the tomatoes. I know they don't get on. They're not bedfellows. Anyway, it died. I don't quite know why it died, but there you go. Oh, and this bindweed has been tremendous this year. It's really been a pain. Right, so let's go on round. The grapevines are doing well. Then this bed of asparagus, well, it had a second growth, and hopefully it's survived well enough. I've got a pot of nettles there. I did it so that I could make some nettle tea, but now they sting me too much and I'm not going to go in there and clear them. I need to cut the tops off. But as you can see, this is it, the growth of everything is tremendous. I've got a couple of pumpkins over there, but I just water them from here. But one day I'm going to have to get in there and see if any of them have pollinated, and so that I only have one pumpkin per plant. But we'll see. I've been busy elsewhere today, well, for the last couple of weeks, and the growth of everything has just gone absolutely tremendous. We've had some really hot weather, but I've been able to get up here and water, which is the important thing. Anyway, this asparagus bed is doing tremendous. I've got bindweed coming up in there. Look, there's one there, look. There we go. It is a pain. I think what I'm going to have to do is go down and find the roots of that and pull it out. Yeah, the plum tree is tremendous. Look at those plums on there. Look at that. They're not as sweet as what I'd have hoped, but phew, you can't have everything, can you? That was a cheap old tree that I bought in one of the local supermarkets some years ago. Yeah, and the grapevine is doing well. This one died. I had a white and a red, and the white one died, but that's the red one. I've got it covered. That's to stop it from going for it getting the white rot, you know, the powdery mildew. Anyway, we're doing okay. Then this grapevine's doing well. These are the Saval and the Cabernet, which is what I make the fizzy wine with. So we'll keep on going on round. Now the new compost bin is full already. It's full with horse poo, seaweed, and ivy as well that we're bringing from home. Then I've got a couple of marrow plants here, and with some huge great marrows on. I need to pick those marrows, and then those marrow plants can go. The strawberry bed needs attention. Not been so good this year, the strawberries. I don't know why. That bed there, that was a south sitting bed. Well, it was kind of, I got it going last year, and I didn't have any strawberries on it, and it looks quite good. But this one, the leaves are kind of a bit yellow, and not green like they should be. I don't quite understand that. Then I've started a new carrot bed here. I've been pulling these carrots. The guinea pig absolutely loves the tops. So that's doing good anyway. And then the figs. I've got two figs I picked this morning. We'll have a look at them in a minute. There's another one there, just beginning to ripen. But the ripe figs, I've only had probably 4, maybe 5, maybe half a dozen, and that's it. But it looks to me like these figs may even fatten up if we have a mild autumn. They may fatten up. Right, so onwards rain we go again. I've picked a courgette there already. That's from these courgette plants. These are the second ones I sowed because I wanted to dig out the other ones, and they're producing quite well. But these have got a bit of powdery mildew or whatever it is, so I need to have a bit of a sort out in there. Then I've got French beans that the slugs love. They just keep polishing the leaves off. But I'm picking a few beans, but I think the slugs are going to get the better of me there. And I've got some sunflowers growing here. These are going to be different kind, I think. These are red. Right, so we go on rain. I've got beetroot growing here. That's doing really nicely. There we go, look at that in there. And it's the tubular type, which is easier to cook and cut up. The asparagus, not the asparagus, what am I talking about? Oh, look at that little scallywag. That can go up on the bin, there's loads of them. Look at that. These are cabbage white, I think. Yeah, look at them. There's loads of them. Well, actually, I don't care if they eat that because I've just left it to flower now for the bees. Yeah, oh well, there we go then. Then this compost bin is coming on. I need a couple more frames. I'm going to have to work out where I can buy some frames from. Or get some for free. I like getting things for free. Strawberry beds, the strawberry pot. This strawberry pot, I've had a few strawberries on it, but it's hopefully I'll have a few more. They're still kind of coming. And then the berries, the raspberries is just beginning to come. Look, gooseberries were almost a failure this year. The birds got to them long before I did. I like them to ripen, but the birds, they don't mind. They'll eat them like they are. But anyway, we're getting some raspberries, so I'm happy with that. And the red currants were much the same, and the black currants were almost a waste of time. So one of these bushes I should dig out, and then this strawberry bed, I'm going to swap that for these two, which are deeper. So that gets swapped. Then Myra's potatoes, I reckon I could dig them now. They've had flowers on them, but I took all the flowers off, so they could be dug. And then I've got some more stone. Hold on, let's go back here. I've got some more flagstones, that when I dig these potatoes, I'm going to then edge these beds with those flagstones. That way then, as I get older, I don't have to worry about the wood rotting out. More strawberries coming here. Look, they're nice looking strawberries. So this bed of strawberries has been absolutely tremendous. Then the trees, the pear trees, look at that. these pears look tremendous. They were good last year, and it looks like they're going to be good this year. And then the peaches, there's some really nice peaches coming. For some reason they all fell off. Well, they didn't all fall off, most of them fell off. Left me with only probably a half a dozen. But the ones that I've had two, and they've been blinking lovely. Then the strawberry pot, still coming on. There's strawberries coming. The fact that I don't get here every day and water, the strawberries have been a bit small on there. But luck a day, as they say. The apple tree is good, except for it's a good half of them have had some form of maggot or something. And I've been picking them off and just composting them. Then my rhubarb in the corner there is doing nicely. Then I've got 3 new squash plants here, far away from the courgettes as I can put them, and so they can't cross-pollinate. Anyway, let's hope. What I like about the squash is that one size squash is big enough for a meal for 2 or 3 people. Then the grapevines at the back end here, they're looking okay. This one's always slower than that one there. That one there is a Merlot. I'm not a fan of Merlot red, but I'll mix it with other stuff. And this one's a Cabernet. I think it was bought in Woolworths years and years ago. When I say years ago, I mean like 20, 30 years ago. And look at that. That's that bindweed again. Right, and the pond. Oh, look at that. We've got a little fountain. It works from the sunlight. And it works. It puts a little bit of air in the pond. There aren't any fish in it, but there are lots of frogs and lots of newts and lots of wildlife generally. I've got snails, lots of weed, as you can see. So it looks good. Oh, and I've had a flower on the lily, and there's 2 more there coming, I think. Yeah. So it looks good. Then my parsnip bed is good. I haven't had a parsnip yet, but it does look as though I'm going to get some nice parsnips. They can go right down. The roots can go down. Well, they can go down that much, which is probably about 18 inches. Right. So let's go on round to the beehive, which is a total disaster. I tried to attract some other bees here by putting some honey, just the takings from one of the frames, but I don't think we got any bees close enough here. So there we are then. So that's the plot. I think I've got some work to do. I think what I might be doing is cut all the leaves, cut all the white leaves off the courgette plants, sort out all the dead leaves off the marrow, weed around the strawberries. I've got to sort out that pumpkin plant over there and find out if there's any pumpkins on it. Oh, cut all them nettles down. I will put all them nettles into my nettle bin that's got water in to give me a potash feed. No, it's not potash, is it? It's to make green leaves anyway. Give me a nitrogen feed. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I've got a few sweet corn to pick. Oh, and I've got these courgettes that are growing here. I'm going to cut them plants out. I don't really need any more. I'm going to pick all the runner beans, and yeah, so I've got a bit of work to do. So there you go, everybody. There's the plot. Good luck. See you next month. Happy gardening. Be kind. Bye for now.